this is for Year 12 Fundamentals. We're going to look at question 16. So this is another bearings question from exercise 18E. Okay, from a ship S, there are two other ships P and Q on a bearing, and they're on a bearing of 320 degrees and 75 degrees, respectively. So let's draw a compass. Okay, compass. I've got my ship S here, and we've got two other ships relative to ship S. One is 320 degrees, which is P from the other ship. So 320 degrees is roughly over here. So roughly over here. It's at 320 degrees, and this is my point. This is ship P, and the other one is 75 degrees. So 75 degrees is roughly here, north, and we're at the other ship, which is Q. Alright, we also are given a few pieces of information. One is, one is that PS is 7.5 kilometers, so that's 7.5, and QS is 5 kilometers. Okay, now, and I want to find the distance from P to Q. So I want to find the distance from P to Q. Now, this is like a cosine rule question because I've got a scenario where I've got 7.5 here and 5 here, and I just need to find what that angle is, and I can use the cosine rule to get my x. Okay, so let's find that angle. Now, we're given a hint on the bearing because it's 320 degrees. We know that the bearing from here all the way to there is all the way to the horizontal, so that's a 270 degree turn. So how much more do I need to get to 320? So if I go 320 minus 270, I should get 50 degrees here. So that's 50 degrees. Also, for the bearing of Q, I know that from north to Q, that's 75 degrees here. So that must mean this must be 90, because the total here is 90. 90 minus 75, so it must be 15 degrees here. Okay. Now, I know the total of a straight line adds up to, so if I have a scenario where I have 50 here, 15 here, I know whatever this is has to add up to 180, like altogether has to add up to 180. So if I go 180 minus 50 minus 15, I should get my answer. So 180 minus 65, so I should get, so that's 130 minus 15, so I should get 115 degrees. Okay, so this mystery angle is 115 degrees. So I can go ahead and use the cosine rule to find the third side. So it's just 7.5 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 7.5 times 5 times cos of the angle between, which is 115 degrees. I'm going to enter my CAS calculator. So it goes enter on my CAS calculator. You can use the geometry tool if it doesn't say show that, because that's a cheat way. Well, I'm just going to show you the full way, just in case you want to know how to do it, and you know, just in case you get caught out having to show something. Minus 2 times 7.5 times 5 times cos 115. So 10.63 meters. Not meters, kilometers. Make sure your units are correct. Okay. So let's go back to the geometry tool. I want to do this the cheat way. Let's see if we get the same answer. So if I've got 7.5 here and 5 here, and the angle between being 115. We got 10.63. Okay, fantastic. We get the same answer. So that's basically how you get the distance of PQ. So that's PQ, distance of PQ. Hopefully it helps.